Welcome back to another in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.
We got the Fisher Paykel dryer already tore apart. What we're looking at is a rear bearing. We're going to remove this screw to get the rear bearing out. And now we're going to have to remove the screws on the side to get the side panel out, so that way we're also going to replace the jockey pulleys. That's what keeps the belt tight on the drum. I'm going to remove the screws on the side so we can take this side panel off to get access. Got a couple tabs we got to depress so that way I can remove this from the side panel. Rotate it up so I can get the screw that's in the bottom here. Now release the side panel. What we're going to do is depress the spring. That way we can roll the belt off the jockey pulleys and we can replace them. What you have to do is there's a tab, press the tab so that way you can have access to the jockey pulleys. This is what keeps the belt tension on. You want to make sure you have your two nylon washers next to the pulley, and then you just snap it back into place. Take the old one out and do the same thing on the other side. And now we can depress this thing back and also put the belt back on now. Okay, what we're going to do is spin this and remove it. And what I'm going to do is hold onto the back because there's so this doesn't fall. And then you just want to thread the new one on. And I just snug it. Just get it nice and snug. You don't have to over torque it. We're going to remove this off the top, and now we're going to install the other part of the bearing that's inside the drum itself. There are Phillips head screws that we're going to remove that cap and then install the new one. From the back side, we're going to hold it up in there so that way we can line it up. Okay, now we're going to put the side panel back on. You have to put this panel and then it clicks into place. And there's several brackets that you have to line up and put the screws in. They're eared, so you put them in and then you twist them and they lock into place. And then you secure them with the 1/4-inch screws. You think that one? Not that one. Ah, that makes it easier. Really though? They make it that easy? Because it's the wrong screw. It's gotta be the wrong screw because that other one. Okay, what we're gonna do is put this clip in that hole and you swing it down so that way the screws will line up to this and we can attach it. Yes, now we can rotate the unit back up and then we're going to put the bearing in. Now we're going to install the bearing. Yeah, there are 5 screws that secure it to the back. And now we're going to put the bearing cap on. You want to make sure that your washer is on the inside and then you thread it on. And that is a 1/4-inch Allen head. Okay, we're going to rotate this forward. We're going to put it on the mounting brackets. Here's in it. Now I'm going to rotate this down and hold it while he makes the electrical connections on the board. Now we're going to make the electrical connections on the board. It goes right on that connector right there. We're going to push it on there. And at the same time, we're also going to put our ground connector back on. You always want to reinsert your grounds when you take them off. Now we're going to install the whole unit. Putting it on its feet right there, right in the front. And then we're going to slowly and gently rotate it until it lands inside the unit. Now we're going to put the connector, the last connector on the board along with the other ground. We're also going to move the one wiring harness out of the way. Put it into the cabinets where it's protected. Good. Alright. We're going to attach the ground to the front panel before we click it into place. Now we're going to attach the screws from the front panel into the bracket. Alright, now we're going to put the top back on. We're going to put it back into place with the clips in the back. These are the hinges for the top panel. Then we're going to put the other edge connector on the secondary board, making sure that we put the wire in its clamp so that way it doesn't get pinched. And then we're going to rotate the top down. Then there's two more screws, one right there that we have to put in. Then we're going to put the caps on to cover the screws. And now we are complete with bearing and jockey pulley assembly on the Fisher Paykel dryer.
Thank you for watching another in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.